Welcome to the Homeschool for the WIN podcast, the podcast for homeschool families looking for real conversations, practical insights, and a fresh perspective on homeschooling. Hosted by homeschool consultant and homeschool mom Jeanette McBee and Jose Lopez, a college and career readiness coach who works exclusively with homeschool families. In this podcast, we dive into the latest homeschooling trends, educational choices, and ways to help students discover their passions and future paths, all while building a supportive homeschool community. Whether you're just getting started or been homeschooling for years, join us on Homeschool for the WIN and be a part of the conversation that informs, encourages, and inspires your homeschool adventure. Hello world. Hey, we're so excited to be here. This is our first episode, and this is From Homeschool to Hired. My name is Jose Lopez, and I have an amazing co-host with me, Jeanette McBee. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, Jose. Oh, I'm so excited about being able to do this. This is going to be such a great adventure. My name is Jeanette McBee. I've been homeschooling for about 15 years now. I'm married to a wonderful man. His name is Brad, and we've been married over 20 years. I have a son that I just graduated from homeschooling. He's going to Wheaton College in Illinois. And then I have a daughter that I'm still homeschooling. She's 15 years old. And we've been homeschooling, if you know the lingo, from the beginning. And it's been wild. We just took it 1 year at a time. And that's how we got started.
That's so awesome. And yeah, we met together just because we thought that this would be a great way just to talk with families and just provide them with information. And so for me, my name is Jose Lopez, and I am a college and career readiness coach for homeschool families. I have a business called Discover Your Win, and I met Jeanette, and we had a conversation about homeschooling, and we had a conversation about really supporting families, and we thought this would be great to talk about what it's like to go through homeschooling and what it looks like in the future. And so for me, my introduction is I'm married to my lovely wife, Lindsay Lopez. We've been married for 11 years now, and we have two homeschool kiddos, 11 and a 7-year-old, and we are learning how to just live the homeschool life. And I'm bringing some experience working in higher education, and I really want my kids just to be prepared for the future. And so it's fun to bring some of those different aspects of college and career, even at the age that they're at right now. So, but like I said, Jeanette and we decided to start a podcast, and it was an awesome conversation that we started with because we wanted to make sure that families were equipped. And so what we thought is, for our first episode, let's just talk about why we think we need this podcast, right? And so for us, it's pretty much the question that is like, why this podcast? And so here's the reason why. Yeah. Number one, yeah, Jeanette, why this podcast?
Do I get to go? No.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one, we want to equip homeschoolers. We love our community so much, and not just the one that's local, but nationwide. We love homeschoolers all over, and we want to be able to be a safe place to come and have some questions answered, and to think about the future, to also know that you're that the places that you're going with your kids, that somebody else has been there. It's kind of nice to know that. This may sound silly, but it does work. There's different experiences that we've all had, and Jose and I know lots of people that homeschool too, and so we're just kind of gathering people's experiences and being able to just share with whoever listens to this podcast hope and it's not exciting all the time. It's not amazing all the time, but it's a path that we're all on, and it's wonderful to be able to have this shared experience.
Yeah, and for our own experience and our own personal experience, what I've taken away is that, and my experience, if you want to talk about in the past, is I was not a homeschool student. I was raised in the public school system, and I've never thought that my kids would be homeschooled, but I also work in higher education. And so I've seen tons of students come through higher education and seen just some of the opportunities that they have. And so when I really sat with my brother and my sister-in-law who homeschooled, and I saw the fruit that was coming from their homeschool kids, I saw the essays they were writing, the speeches they were giving. I told myself that is an opportunity that is amazing. And if there's anything that I want for my kids to be prepared for the future, whether it's going to college, into the workforce, I really wanted them to be homeschooled and to participate in that. And so here I am, and my kids are COVID kids as well. And so we were planning to go to a public school, then COVID hit, and we're like, no, we've talked about homeschooling, and let's just jump right into homeschooling. And so for me, my goal is to provide encouragement for families and provide just opportunities for families to know that the decisions that you've made to homeschool is going to benefit. And it may feel hard right now, or maybe hard during the day to day, but as you get closer, the fruit that comes from being homeschooled, you're going to make some great candidates for employers, or you're going to make some great college students in the future. You just have to trust the process. What about you? Do you have any family experiences or anything that you want to share, Jeanette?
Oh, well, we're in the same boat. My husband and I were public schooled. Actually, both my parents are school teachers. And so the first question I usually get from that is, well, were they for it, or, did you get any pushback? And I did get a little bit of pushback. I have a really good relationship with my folks. So, and I'm thankful for that, because they kind of let us go, and they kind of stood back and watched. And I came back from my first conference, and I showed them all the data that HSLDA provides, and I'm like, we're not crazy. There's other people that do it. And what they were really unsure about was the support that we would have. And at that time, they just hadn't had a whole lot of experience with other homeschoolers, and I think that happens a lot with people. This is totally a tangent, but the people, I think, that don't have as much experience with homeschoolers get a really narrow view sometimes, and don't see the whole picture and how wonderful it can be. So anyway, yeah, our family experience has mostly just been ours. And then I had found out that a cousin of mine was doing it, and so I'm like, oh, okay, good. It's so nice to know that somebody else do it. And she had older kids, and then we just took it 1 year at a time and just waited to see what the Lord would have each year, and that's how we've been doing it. But I always had people ahead of me that I could watch and that I could ask questions of and get resources. I'm a research junkie, and so I just would search everything and try to really use wisdom to figure out what would really work best for our family. And sometimes it felt like we knocked it out of the park, and other years it was like, oh, that didn't work so well. So, but it was all a lesson, no matter whether it was wonderful or it was hard, it was all a lesson. So, we regret nothing. It's been a wonderful experience.
So I think the last thing that we want to talk about really is what do we expect to have in this podcast? What are things that we really want to cover? And so for me, I think that there's a ton of information that's out there when it comes to studies or what's trending in the news. And I feel like it's important for homeschool families to know what are those important things that we can do, especially as it relates to the future. So like are colleges opening up to homeschool students attending college? Does the workforce like homeschool candidates? What are some of the trends, information that families would find helpful to know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this I totally agree with you. I think that's really helpful to know because they're all, just like any other part of culture, there's fads in homeschooling. And so it's really nice to kind of get our heads wrapped around what is worth pursuing and what may be fluff or even, what is true and what isn't. So those kind of things go around homeschool communities too. And from my side, the things that I like to focus on are just kind of the practical things like, not, you know what I mean, the practicalities of doing it, you're waking up, you're making breakfast, you're starting off your day either with, some quiet time or with read alouds or whatever. Like you're kind of doing the same thing every day. So let's focus on, what does your schedule, what are some schedules looking like, and what are some curriculums that are out there that are helpful. And there's just there's so much out there, kind of in the same way that you were saying, with trends. There's so much out there. There's so much information. Like, it's really hard to distill down to what is actually going to work for any particular family. And every family is unique, and that's a wonderful thing. We love that, We want families to be able to work in the best possible way that they work. It doesn't have to look like anybody else. So I really appreciate that we can look at it from all these different angles and be able to come up with ideas that work for any particular family at any time. So.
Yeah, and we look at really just encouraging families as well, that you may feel like you're different, you're not doing it right, but no, in fact, just doing it is doing homeschooling is just the right path. And if you feel like that's the right path, you're doing it right, regardless if you feel like you're doing it and if you have the great days or not. So our goal is really to talk about what does it look like the day to day? Like, does it look like, is it chaotic? Are you doing a great job? Can I enhance? What can we provide? And hopefully build a community to help support you while also looking at the future. One day, and it's sad to think about, I get sad, one day my kiddo, and Jeanette, you went through this too, one day my kiddo is going to leave the house. And when they leave the house, will they be best equipped and ready to go into the workforce or out into the world or college, whatever it is? And so we want to encourage you and let you know that just by doing the day-to-days, it gets you to where your student needs to go. And we want to just let you know, we're here for you. We want to just provide you with the information that what homeschooling, what we can provide you with. And so, hey, we love to hear from you all as well. So we hope to hear from you all. We hope to bring some guests on as well and just have a conversation on experiences, whether it's been a veteran homeschool family or whether it's someone starting out new or someone who's doing something unique. We hope to have that. We hope to provide some news, some trends that are going out there, or just to provide you with some practical advice. And so whatever it is that you also feel like this is something that, we want to share questions. We want this to be as interactive, but for what we really want to do is just support the homeschool community and just make sure that you are doing the best that for you and your family, and whatever that looks like, we really want to support you. So I'm excited. And it is going to be an amazing experience, and I feel like we're going to learn a lot. We're going to become stronger homeschool families by doing this as well. And so we're excited to hear from you all. We're excited for you to join in and listen in to what we have coming up next.
Yes, we can't wait for it, just being able to do this adventure, and yeah, we're all going to do it together.
Yeah. So episode 1 is now complete, and so we'll look forward to seeing you all in episode 2. So thanks for joining us today. Have a good one.